Some years ago, um, this girl that I met in a romance scam group didn't trust me. She wanted to check out my this is only just newly met the girl. She didn't trust me and wanted to see my email account to prove that I wasn't a scammer, because there's a lot of scammers on the internet that joins up on these scam education sites or romance scam sites. So anyway, I didn't really know the girl, and she wore me down. She really, threw a lot of these little teary acts. If you're not going to show me, I won't talk to you, and if you won't let me look at your profile, I won't, we'll have to end this and this, that, the other. And it was just really wearing me down. So one day I said to her, fine, I've got nothing to hide. The only thing is that I removed some of the information that I didn't think a woman at the time should have seen, because I had a few photos of girls on, nude girls that I collected over the years in photos, so I removed them, da 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 da. But anyway, so I can't believe it, but I did let her I didn't even meet her. Didn't, only, she, it's too hard to fucking talk about still. Yeah. So yeah, she checked out my email address, and she checked out all the things in there and everything else. So I gave her my bloody password. And she was carrying on that she didn't trust anyone, and after she had been scammed, da 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 da. And to cut a long story short, this went on for friggin' weeks. I think 3 weeks or 6 weeks. I just can't remember the full detail, but it went on forever. I just can't trust anyone, and you could be scamming me, and you could be doing this and that, the other. Well, after a little bit of an investigation into this matter, after I started getting a little bit sort of jacked off that your integrity by some person you've never met gets attacked, I found out that this person was playing the game, 20 years older than me, pretending to be 10 years older than me, really fucking up big time, doing the Jesus Christ and prayers on the internet, and God loves you and bless you and everything else. But then looking up the name on the internet, I would find that person had been having dating profiles on the internet of so many different age groups and so many different photos, showing off photos of some girl that was probably her 20 years ago. I still to this day, my wife knows this too, that I'm just totally pissed with those sort of groups that harbour people who lie and scam and then defend them in their group because they're only liars, they're not scammers. I'll probably talk about this subject one time in the future time, but how vulnerable you can get when they wear you down on the internet, and they tell you to trust them, and they do all the prayers and everything else, when really what they're doing is they're scamming. They're on the internet scamming. They're doing cougar scams. They're doing there's other people doing marriage scams. They're married, but their relationship and their marriage is boring. So what they do is call themselves, well, let's say, a net, and they go around telling everyone they're single. They set up dating on the internet with the name of Annette. They don't show their face. They use other people's photos, and then when Annette has had enough of you, she disappears, and you'll never find her again. Yeah, it's an odd one, isn't it? How people are. And they do confidence tricks by doing, the Bible and quoting verses and telling you they go to church and they attend this, that, the other, but in reality, they're confidence tricks. They'll tell you that you could be a scammer and you have to prove that you're not, but they don't have to because they had already been scammed, even though they are scamming in themselves. Hmm.